around that's there. Because we also want to remember them during this time. A lot of our attendees actually weren't able to come. There were many Houston attendees that weren't able to come because of the flood, and so we want to keep them in our thoughts as well. What else? The sponsor passport things. I think that there are still some backpacks left, so if you're still doing those, yes, there are. I have word. So if you still have a passport that you want to fill up with those sponsor stamps, you can, and then take that to the registration desk, and you can get your free backpack.
Do we have an example of this backpack? Like, this is a legit backpack.
It's really
In
nice.
fact, yeah, there we go.
There it is back there.
Yeah,
Ben's
you
holding
see it?
up, and yes,
Okay,
there's one right there.
so when Gokul said we've got to get these backpacks, they were quite a bit of money per backpack, and so we limited them so we could do the contest. So this is not your typical conference backpack. This is something way more than that.
It's very nice.
Yep.
And let's see, what else?
Yeah, so same schedule today as yesterday, pretty much. We're going to have a break in the morning, go get breakfast. We're going to have a couple of talks, then a break, then a couple more talks. Lunch, then Ignites at 1, and we'll do open spaces in the afternoon.
Yes.
Did anybody like the smoky ice cream yesterday? Did anybody have that? Yeah, the smoky ice cream. It was pretty awesome.
Okay, well, next up we have another Capital One representative here to give you a welcome. We are going to welcome Arjun Dugal. He is the CTO of Financial Services here at Capital One. So we're going to let him welcome you. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you. Morning, everyone, and thank you all for showing up today at the second day of this amazing DevOps Days conference. How did you guys like day one? Huge round of applause for the organizers. They've been amazing partners in this journey in setting this up and bringing the community together. Thank you very much. So personally, I'm a newbie in the DFW community myself. I've been with the organization Capital One now 6 months, and my family and I moved here to the DFW area just 2 short months ago. And one of my very early impressions of the DFW community, and I've lived in a number of cities in my life, is the sense of community. I've had a number of occasions that have surprised me, neighbors coming over with cupcakes, for real, with sprinkles. My postman rang the bell, not to tell me about any mail forwarding, but just to shake my hand and say, "Hi, I'm Leonard, welcome to the neighborhood." This is for real. At the workplace, a number of work colleagues reached out to me even before my first day just to say, "Hi, Arjun, anything that we can help with as you make this transition not only to Capital One, but even to Dallas." And I think that sense of community continues to get highlighted in so many of my interactions inside and outside of work. And I think these 2 days that we're all together here is almost another exclamation point in that same set of insights about the community. Because I think all of you here are not here just to learn. We're here to also share for the better good of the community. And I think that's really what makes this DFW community special. And I feel fortunate to be here. On the Capital One front, so I've been here 6 months. And there are 2 pieces that I'll share in terms of my early insights. I could spend another hour, but I only have a few minutes, so I picked 2. One is the part of the culture that I like to call the people really matter part of the culture, where I think it's almost an amplified version of what I'm seeing in the DFW community. People matter, relationships matter. People really want to get to know you for who you are. And that's one of the things I really love here about this Capital One culture. And the other part about the culture is what we call strategically bold, or I like to call audacious. We've been on this pretty incredible technology transformation journey for the last few years. And this is an organization, by the way, I've learned, that right from the top down likes to call itself not a bank, but a technology company that happens to be in banking. And it reflects in everything that we're doing on this incredible technology transformation that we're on. We're a cloud first, microservices first for everything we do. You've probably already noticed we've deeply embraced the open source community, not only leveraging, but also contributing back in a pretty big way. And then for the last few years, we've been leaning in pretty deeply to this DevOps journey. And now what we're starting to see is this multiplier effect. You have applications that are in the cloud, built with microservices architectures, with the one-click CI/CD pipelines, and the agility and nimbleness that we're now starting to see we can move with has been nothing short of breathtaking. But we haven't reached here, and we still have a long way to go, but we haven't reached here without our fair share of nicks and bruises along the way and learnings. And that's what I like about a community and a conference like this one, where we get to share and learn from each other. So I know there are a number of speakers on tap. I have my personal favorite, our resident DevOps guru, Mark Anderson. Where's Mark? At the back. And I hope you'll all take a chance to... I hope you'll all take the chance to listen to Mark later this morning. He's going to share a little bit more about Capital One's journey of DevOps, which all of you know, I'm speaking to the choir here, is much more than just a technology transformation, right? It is a cultural shift, it's a behavior shift, it's a mind shift of how you think. And Mark's going to share some of our learnings and where we are on our journey. So I'd like to just end here with a few key thank yous. One is another thank you to the organizers for the terrific partnership. We hope to do more of these together. And then the other big thank you is to all of you for showing up today and not only learning deeply, but sharing deeply. And I think that's what makes this community special. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks, Arjun. Yeah, what Capital One is doing here is pretty legit. I had a dinner conversation with Mark a couple of months ago about it. I'm really excited about hearing more about it. It's your partnership and sponsorship in this has been great. This event, for whoever was here last year to this year, this event is hands down just way better, and it's because of Capital One's investment into it.